Hello everyone, welcome to a Lost Pets reading. So we're going to connect in with your animal companions that you may have lost second half of this year, because this is the second check-in since June, I think was the last time I checked in. Or it could be obviously any pet that crossed over at any time that you're here to connect with, hear from again, receive a message. Now they're being playful, so you can see they're already dividing you up in 5 groups, which is generally more than I do for a pick a card, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll just do it in order. So I'll let you kind of tune in as I do a bit of a rundown of the types of pets, animal companions that I tune in with. Or if you're already immediately drawn to a card and want to go to your messages, I do timestamp those. Please feel free to just jump ahead. But when I do animal readings, connecting in with your animal companions, it's anything. So domestic, so that can be anything that's within your home. So we have reptiles, birds, fish, dogs, cats, bunnies, gerbils, right? Anything kind of that nature, living with you, dwelling with you. We also do wildlife that you may have made a bond with. Examples could be squirrels, birds, rabbits, hares, wild hares, fox, raccoon, maybe of that nature. Also do like farm animals, or animals that may be in a herd or out in a pasture or on your kind of ranch. So that's any kind of livestock, horses, cows, bison, ducks, wherever it might be. And I also do anybody who may have a profession working with animals. So whether it's the aquatic nature and you made a bond, so like dolphins, etc., or perhaps you work in a wildlife preserve or a zoo, and therefore you have more exotic kind of animals that you may take care of and have formed a bond with. So that's sort of the spectrum. Maybe that's why I have so many cards this time for the pick a card, to help you tune in to your companion that has crossed and receive your messages. But I do like sort of how they wanted to lay the cards out. For me, it looks like an audio wave, so hearing or seeing the visual, barking or sort of speaking when they would speak with you, their voice, and kind of seeing the audio wave like hello, right? Hello. So if you need more time to tune in, feel free to pause the video here. Otherwise, I am an organic reader. That's why I encourage using the timestamps, because you will hang out with me as I change up all the cards. I'm just going to put these aside in a manner that I will remember their order, so I don't mess that up. Because as you can see, I did not flip them over as well. Your animal companions did not want me to do so. So a lot of kind of playfulness here, the surprise and delight that they want to gift you with. So group number 1, we're going to start with the charms, see where the messages fall. We have the deck of cards here to help elaborate, but we'll jump into your card first as sort of the main kind of overarching theme that probably connects you all as pet parents. So group number 1, kicking us off, and messages to you all from your animal companions. Recently lost, maybe you lost them 8 years ago, doesn't matter. You want to hear from them, you came to the video, and they are here for you. Nice to see the paw print come out in a animal companion reading. feel like they're digging for one more here, so I'll just let them go ahead. Okay. Oh, I feel like they purposely dug for that cheetah head because I made the comment of the paw print. So again, your animals here are very playful, very happy bunch. Okay. Nope, goes up here. Okay, right side heavy. That's fine. No worries with that. I'll just move that in case we need room for the cards. Maybe I'll get that in the middle. This plant's kind of in the way for me. Okay, let's get the elaboration, and then we'll dive into your messages. Okay, a bit bigger cards, so I'm going to have to spread them out a little bit, but more making sure I associate them correctly for you all. I'll just put those over there out of the way. Okay. Ready to dive in here. Where are we starting? I think with this bunny, the bunny is a marker of time, like a timestamp. So over here in the bottom corner, beautiful passionate red, kind of full of love. And there's hope, peace actually. I feel more like peace, love, this peacefulness. And the rabbit is a timestamp, as I was saying just before jumping in here. So I feel like this is kind of a, I don't know if you're struggling with their passing, like if you had a, why, maybe your pet felt quite young, still quite youthful. I have a few people in my life this year who had to say goodbye to a pet, one of which was quite unexpected because of the age of the young age of their dog. But there's like this, it was time to go, it was peaceful. They're just kind of giving you love and kind of calmness here. And it's sitting on the message of it was not meant to be. And it feels more so it was not meant for them to kind of continue on with you as your companion, almost like they needed to step out of the way for the next. And there's a reason for the next one to be in your life at this time or soon, when you're kind of ready to introduce the next companion. There's a reason why they needed to kind of step out of the way here. Your time together, the impact that they had with you, sort of was completed, right? Their time with you in your soul path. Okay, look at the piece again. Beautiful Zen kind of pose here, the hermit, retreating and recharging, kind of wanting you to know that, they're at rest, they're at peace, and they wish the same for you here. They're really pulling me into this kind of rock wall behind the hermit here. I don't know if this was their color. If it wasn't their color, I feel like there was like some kind of favorite space for them, whether they're in some kind of aquarium-like enclosure where you would have like fake rocks or little caves that they can go inside. If it's more of like a dog or cat, I don't know if they had like a bed. Like sometimes they have those beds where they can go inside, or they were known to kind of be under covers, and you kind of remember them with that cute face when they poke out from the blanket. But there's like this happiness, contentness that they felt when they were inside this enclosure, this kind of comforting space that you provided them. And they're kind of maybe a bit of a reminder to you as well, like where's your favorite space, right? Where do you find that peace and warmth and love, and they're there with you. Even on the forehead here, the love, right? The kisses to the forehead, but also our animals speak to us telepathically, so the love and the peace up here, matching the tile down here. Okay, nice little start here. We weren't meant to continue on together. It was my time to go. I'm at peace. I hope you can be at peace as well. I'm going to come here. They're kind of pairing these two tiles the way the cheetah head was kind of looking at this tile. The main message to you was you made a good decision. If I go back to my the person in my life who lost their young animal, their young pet quickly, they had to make a quick decision. The cheetah is all about speed. So you may have been on the spot, right? Sometimes there's those circumstances where we have to kind of make that sudden judgment call. But they were looking at don't feel any self-blame around that. You made the good decision. They really do want to emphasize sort of this point and acknowledge sort of the minimal time you had to put consideration into sort of their well-being, what's the best decision for them, and helping them to cross over here. The other, oh, you know what? I didn't even read your main card. So sorry. I just looked up here. I don't know why they didn't bring me there. I wonder if we're going to do that last. I wonder if that's a final message for you. Sorry. The other way to read this, while I was coming back down here, was they want you to quickly move into this feeling. If you're currently feeling any guilt, self-blame, any, if you're saying sorry to them, like, sorry, I made that call, they want you to quickly move into a more positive space. They're okay with it. That is funny. Why didn't your pets bring me up here? Okay. Okay. We have the Knight, right? They know that you had to be brave. That took courage, right? Your decision that you made. And look at it again. They're at rest, at peace. This beautiful white piece that they keep wearing. They keep communicating white to you. The beautiful full moon is a white moon. And look at this love leaning in, right? The kiss on the cheek. We had the kiss on the forehead. All these areas where they used to snuggle in with you. Peace and love. We knew you had to be brave. Thank you for that, right? Thank you for being that knight for them. Now, this take note intuitive message, this is clear as day for me. I hope you're receiving it as clear as day as well, which is they are visiting you in your dreams. When you are sleeping, they are still curling up in that bed with you. They are still going to rest with you when you call it a night, and they are joining you in that dreamscape. So they might be exploring with you and traveling with you if you're an astral traveler. They might be one of the cool companions that you meet on your venture, wherever you're going, or maybe they're bringing forward some beautiful shared memories, and you're taking the time as you're sleeping to revisit those memories together. So they are showering you with love and trying to bring happiness and joy into your mindset, into your emotional area, into your thoughts. Okay. I'm going to read these charms together, and then I'm going to read the cards together, just because they're sharing this tile. Yeah, I'll pick it up. So the paw print here, first and foremost, is obviously a little, their wave, right? A little hello. But this is a pause. You know how our companions kind of put their weight on you, right? Just slow down, wait, I'm here, feel me. So they're asking you to slow down in an area. It looks like it's connected to finances. I read this as the tree of abundance right now. This is also kind of an urgent message from angels. If you follow biblical text, there's the burning bush. So messenger from like urgent message. The flame is attracting your attention. So both the tree of abundance, urgent message, and a pause here. So it looks like your companion is flagging maybe a potential impact to finances, or maybe you're considering splurging a little bit. They just want you to kind of wait here for a second. Like don't be spontaneous. Don't be indulgent. They want a little bit of thought and consideration to be put in here. Maybe there's something you're missing. So let's see here. It was on. You have not missed your chance. Maybe that's why it's like slow down. You know, maybe calming your heart. Maybe you're nervous. Maybe there's something that you thought you needed to accomplish by a certain time in 2025 and you did it. They're saying like, don't worry. You know, 2026. This opportunity is still going to be there for you. Oh, and the other tile said, postpone this for now. Postpone this for now. And no, this is blue. This is emotional. So you might be reactive. Your emotions might be making you a bit impulsive and reactive right now. And your pet is flagging this for you. I don't know if you saw that, how many times the paw was coming forward, kind of this jump, this leap into your arms, wanting to reach out and touch you. Right, I said they're saying hello. Okay, so let's see how the message elaborates. Take care of your needs, right? Take the balance of winter here. We're in winter. Look how brilliantly intelligent your pets are. They actually chose the winter card. Take care of your needs. So I'm in Canada. Our winter ends, March. So Jan, Feb right now is the kind of the worst of it, as we like to say. The colder months, the heavier snow months, and then March we start to kind of pull out of it. So, just be calm, right? Just wait it out. Be observant. Be patient, like the wolf, right? The wolf will wait. It'll watch. It'll observe. It'll plan. It will strategize. So take Jan, Feb. Don't be rushing into anything. It will impact your world, right? We were seeing the finances here. So kind of different areas of your life may have maybe impacted by whatever choice you make. Now let's see, direction guardian, choose your path. Yeah, take time to consider, right? What are all your possibilities? Don't be impulsive and think only one way is the right answer for you. There's more than one way to complete a step. I don't know if you used to like discuss your decisions, like share with your pet. I don't know if they used to come up to you and just kind of, how pets will either just bring their head forward into your space, or it might be their paw, like that paw kept trying to jump out of my hand to touch you, just kind of, put some weight on you, let them know that you're there. And I don't know if you used to talk to them and say like, oh, hello, yeah, I'm dealing with this and I'm trying to figure this out. And you would kind of get into a more positive headspace, a calmer headspace, just based on their cute reactions to you, the way they responded to your dialogue. Again, showing their degree of intelligence and intellect with you, their level of understanding, the depth of understanding that they had with you when communicating. So they are encouraging you here, just whatever this decision is, whatever this impulse that they're seeing, please just give it some more consideration. It looks like there is some financial impact. Now, don't take that impact as negative. It could be, if you rush in now, you won't get as big a salary as you're expecting. if you rush in now, you might kind of receive an opportunity that is still in your path, but it keeps you in more of a step-by-step versus a leap forward on your path. And it feels like your pets here want you to leap forward. Find some peace and leap forward. So let's go to this card that you were drawn to that they've left for last, or I left for last because I completely blanked out, forgot all about it. Your playful little pets here. So we have the Six of Cups. Now, it feels like they're playing music here for you, like a celebration. Like I feel like these 4 cups around are like little bells that you ring, and it looks like you're coming together with a new companion. So whether this is a new pet you're adopting into your life, welcoming into your life, or like a human companion, right? A relationship of any kind. But it looks very positive because they're like ringing these ceremonial bells for you. So they're quite overjoyed. They're very happy. They're so excited. Look at all the colors, rainbow colors here, beautiful. I don't know why they're drawing in saying like I got my eye on you. I'm watching you. I see this union happening, and I'm okay with it, right? They're celebrating and they're ringing the bells here for you. So they're all for it. If you were wondering and considering if the time is right or if your feeling is correct, I am starting to feel a pull or a bond. They're saying yes. Your pet sees it and sees it too. I still think that's really interesting. They saved that for last. I mean, it wasn't really a general theme, was it? This was your connective theme for all of you. I wonder if all the other 4 groups will be the same way. Hopefully you got the message or messages that you needed to receive today. I hope you feel better. You're smiling after connecting in here with your beautiful pet here who's at peace and still watching over you and reminding you how intelligent you are. Just think it through. Just don't be impulsive. Just think it through. But you're kind of on the right path, right? The tree of abundance and prosperity. But just kind of go slower at it to kind of win bigger here. So thank you for joining. Hopefully we'll see you at the next kind of pet check-in. I absolutely love doing these, so maybe I'll do them more than twice a year. We'll check in with the pets a little bit more often. Okay, now I'm just gonna clean up and change up to group number 2 and dive into their reading. Okay. Sorry, I was just thinking to myself I should make a note of each group for the video descriptions. Okay. Welcome group 2. We're going to tune into your card here. We're going to get the charms first and then cards to go with it. We'll just go around. This group likes balls, or at least playtime, like playing with balls. I know there's some dogs out there that are like go nuts for like tennis balls or just balls of any kind. That's like their toy of choice. But as soon as I got over this bell, it's actually a bell. They read it as a ball and was like, I love balls. I love my toys. So you had a animal companion that definitely enjoyed the toys that you brought home. That you brought home for them, regardless of what it was. Stuffies. Maybe it was bells that you had to play with. I know farm animals sometimes have a lot of fun with buckets. Maybe your pet was more interested in the box. Okay, they're just getting ready. I thought maybe I went over area too quickly for them. Yeah, they're just getting ready. Okay. A bunch of bananas. I love that. That's a good charm for playtime because the bananas are all about socialization. Nope, I don't want that one. That's a good combo message. I'm gonna love getting to that one. Where do they want this one? Okay. Now we'll get the cards and then we'll get into the messages here. I don't know why I'm shuffling these sideways. I don't usually shuffle them this way. Maybe your pets were a little bit of an oddball, in a good way, kind of like a very unique personality that I would say kind of oddball. Maybe they had like these beautiful quirks about them. An example that I'm kind of seeing is the movie, animated movie All Dogs Go to Heaven. There's one dog that always has his tongue kind of hanging out of its mouth, and its unique quirk was just overly joyful, like always happy, always ready to kind of play. And I think he was also the character that was really big on like playing fetch or always playing with toys, like a good time pet here. Always up for a good time. Always ready to bring that smile to you. Okay. I'm just tuning in because like the first group, it looks like we're going to be looking at the card last that you tuned into. That's a final message. I'm going to start here with this lion and this beautiful message of you can't control everything. Don't let more time slip away from you, right? Sometimes you need to go with the flow a little bit more in life. Um, Allow yourself to have a little bit more relinquished boundaries on yourself. Don't restrict yourself too much. And the lion is kind of strutting here. This beautiful kind of unique walk that he has. It's attention grabbing towards, don't let time slip away. This is all about courage, bravery, to go ahead, right? To continue forward. Try not to control every aspect. Take a step and see how the universe vibrates back to you in terms of supporting you as you move forward to whatever the situation is. So let's see what they're acknowledging here. Unleash the wild within. Yeah, why are you waiting? Why are you holding yourself back? There must be an interest, a passion, a decision, some kind of action that you've been wanting to do. Maybe it's like a trip. Who knows? Maybe it's getting another animal companion, and they're saying, "Go for it." Why are you waiting? Why are you trying to control the alignment? Why are you trying to convince yourself or create excuses that this and this and this has to happen first? No, it doesn't. Go with the flow, right? Unleash your wild within. Unleash your spontaneity. Unleash your more playful side kind of approach to life here. Just go with it. Go with your gut, right? Follow your intuition. The howling at the moon. Follow your intuition. If it feels right to you, move forward. You don't need to create, like I said, those excuses, that unnecessary checklist of reasons why not yet. I'm going to come here beside. I'm just going to bump this up for a second. So we have this little rat here, this little mouse, and this is kind of a negative influence that's kind of just around you. Not necessarily speaking directly at you or whispering in your ear, but it's around you. So maybe your environment is not too healthy for you right now. Maybe there's a relationship that's not too healthy for you right now. Maybe your activity level or diet isn't the greatest. There's some kind of slightly negative influence that's happening right now. And like I said, this feels like more around you, and less so a direct, person telling you, "Oh, do this, do this, do this," and you're following that. I don't feel like it's that. Like I said, it just feels like there's negative kind of energy around you. Let's see what it was on. Time to remove this connection from your life. So it might be time to, like I said, it might be time to change up your environment. It might be time to back away from a bad habit or behavior or cycle. But there's kind of this kind of scurrying rat kind of just, popping out and being in the peripheral here. It could be someone that just randomly pops up right in text, every 3-4 months. They're like, hey, let's go do this. And you're just like, meh, right? Like, don't give in. We have the star ancestor coming forward, right? Follow your voice of your soul. Yeah, follow your intuition, follow your gut when it comes to this. Draw me over here to, I guess, I'm reading it kind of like a fish or a whale. And sort of the way the body here is being illustrated almost looks like a wetsuit. So I don't know if a lot of you are in the aquatics, have fish for pets, or enjoy being in the water, because now they're drawing me up to the dog kind of constellation up here. So maybe just you and your pet were kind of water play was one of the experiences that you shared, like being at the beach, jumping into the pool in the backyard. Again, they're a bit of a nut, a bit of an oddball pet. So maybe they were that pet that like would try to bite water from the hose instead of drink it. I don't know. There's a big kind of smile here on this gentleman's face as it relates to you, them, and like water. Maybe it was the way they drank out of their water dish as well. Maybe there was something unique about that. Maybe they splashed in it. Maybe they just, more water ended up on the floor than in their mouth. There's like some beautiful laughter and giggles here that I'm hearing with regards to you, them, and water. Kind of the opposite energy here to this negative influence, right? This negative energy. And they're reminding you with this beautiful water play kind of energy. Like, stay in this space. If your environment, if what you're doing, if some kind of habit or group of people don't give you that level of fun energy, then that's what they want you to walk away from. Why are you hanging out then in that environment? Don't go to that club. Don't go to that social gathering. Quit the team. If you're in recreational or whatever, like, it's okay to walk away, step away. I'm going to continue upwards here. We'll just kind of go clockwise. So this brings joy. Oh, that's interesting. This brings joy. In the intro, if you're with me, right away they said, oh, I love balls. Like, I love playing with toys and toys you bring me. And here the message is this brings joy, which I didn't even notice. But the bunch of bananas here, this is all about social time. So this is all the time we spend together. Look at the amount, like a huge bunch of bananas here. The amount of wonderful experiences and time and moments spent together that, they enjoy kind of peeling back, right? And remembering and looking at. So brings them joy, whatever kind of toys or playtime that you spent with them. They loved every moment of it. Wherever you got up to. Your animal guardian, look at them, smiling down. Trust your instincts again. 2 messages back to back. Trust your instincts. Again, a playful, right? We went from playing in the water to playing with any kind of toys and environment. So they really want you to step back into these more joyful opportunities, adventures, get out and explore again. Connect with those that make you smile and happy. Like, look at them nuzzling into, your ear. There's the quirkiness, there's the oddballness, coming in and sitting on your head instead. you know, I love this little petiteness. Makes me think of my little Chihuahua and how they, the way that you can carry them, or maybe it was the way you did carry them, and when you adventured together, maybe they were in one of those backpacks with the bubble windows. Maybe they were one of those dogs that ride the motorcycle with just the helmet and the goggles. But they're kind of remembering, like, again, whispering in your ear, nuzzling in close. Remember, be around people like this, right? This is your energy. The animal companion that you hung out with, find the like in the human companions. The lookalikes, I should say, the likes, the lookalikes. Okay, so I'm going to read these together because the cards came out connected. So we have a quiet victory here, a deep purple, so this is an inner knowing. And then we have the blue ring, this is the emotions. So emotions coming full circle, so this is you working through. So it could be working through the grief of losing your pet, or just working through something recently that they're acknowledging, they were aware of, they were there with you as you kind of went through the motions. And you had this beautiful quiet victory, this inner actualization and realization. This is self-esteem, self-confidence, kind of in its fullness, in its best state for you. And they have this beautiful message, I have always loved you, beautiful red heart. And then they have the two hearts sewn together, so you guys were bosom buddies as companions. This was your best friend. Look how they turned it, right? They're kind of moving it. I'm not even moving my hand. Look at them moving it around. Always connected too, because the arrow is through both hearts. So you're sewn together. They're always in your heart. They're always with you. Just because I'm on the other side doesn't mean you can get rid of me. Kind of message here. That's why they were definitely with you during this time, during this inner growth, inner work that you were doing. They were still with you. I like how they made the heart stance there on my finger. Okay. So they paired that with the mirror guardian, which is taking time to reflect. So again, remembering everything and taking away learnings, right? If this was your bosom buddy, this is your best friend, your number one companion. Remember what they did for you and how they did it for you, and you can apply it yourself, right? You're not lacking them. You're not missing the tools, the sort of answers that they would have given you, because you're all knowing now, right? They left it with you. Now this mountains cards is fun, this stand your ground kind of message, but it's the depth here, right? The depth of that inner knowing, right? That quiet victory. Look how deep you went with your work. So, this is the message with regards to stand your ground, because of this personal growth, this inner awareness that you've blossomed. You're going to be heading forward here with really strong footing, really good kind of communication forward as you move through life, as you continue to navigate. But they love just how deep you went internally here. And you have this beautiful balance now. Kind of this harmony. I'm kind of seeing that audio wave like I was in the beginning, the way the cards were laid out. So this balance, this harmony they're seeing as you move forward. And they do want me to acknowledge these 3 falling stars. These are 3 opportunities. These are 3 beautiful experiences coming up, memories to be made, connections to be made, chances that you'll enjoy. A little sneak peek there for you. of what's to come. You got stuff to look forward to. And these are like karmic rewards as well for that inner work that you did. Anytime we have some soul growth, we're always rewarded from universe. So your pet letting you know. All right, so final message. What connected you all to card number 2, pile number 2, the 10 of Pentacles. I feel like they're saying time to play. You know, no matter how I look at it, it could be the pins at the end of a bowling alley. It could be the billiard balls being racked up. But like there's this time to play, right? Even the first message was all about playtime when I was getting the charms. Down here was about playful energy, right? Water play. And here they are again saying, you know, with the 10 of Pentacles, like you feel most abundant in life. You feel really prosperous and thriving when you're kind of at play, when you're enjoying sort of these simple games, right? Like bowling is simple. Like it's a simple game to grasp, right? It's easy movement. There's excitement connected to sort of the strategy of it all as well, as they're drawing me to the orange creative hue and the passion. So I don't know if you've been putting like an interest or a hobby aside, or you've just been like sort of not in the emotional or energetic space, like the physical energy to kind of get out and just move and do things, but they want you to, because that's when you're like happy and wealthiest, right, in life, is when you seem to be out there moving and having some fun, playing sort of this lightheartedness, having a lighter heart in your daily life as you navigate daily. A beautiful message there from your pets. I'm just taking a note here of sort of their main message here. But yeah, we're going to connect in more often, I think, twice a year. Maybe not enough to connect in with our loved companions here, but beautiful message. So I hope I see you at the next one. If you're drawn to any other pile, feel free to pop over to those and get those to receive those messages. Otherwise, I'm going to change up here to card 3, group number 3, and see what their pets have to say. Okay. All right, so group 3, welcome. We're going to connect in with your pets. We're going to get the charms, and then we'll use the cards to elaborate on those messages. But we'll see what your pets wanted to connect you with. Because the first 2 groups kind of established the rhythm, the card you tuned into is actually the last card we'll be reading. So kind of the final message, the loving message that they're going to leave you with. We'll just go around the chart and we'll see what they want to chit chat with you about. Something they've been observing, something they've been supporting you with, something maybe they want to give you a sneak peek about or a heads up about, as I saw in the first 2 readings. Oh, that was a surprise. I wasn't expecting that one to come out beside my thumb there. That was a little fun and playful, a little backflip. Maybe your pet was like that. Maybe your pet could do tricks, or they were known for tricks. You had fun teaching them various things. Could have been language, could be dancing, could be various types of play. There's so many great videos on YouTube of like animals going through, creative mazes that you may have made up for them, or like, birds like looping around your finger, right? Doing acrobatic work. Those agility courses are all kind of coming through. Maybe you had a horse that does barrel running, or the courses there where you jump over the gates. Okay, let's get the cards. Oh, we left one behind. Okay, so we'll pair those up. Okay. Where's my camera? See, maybe I had some cards down low for the other readings. Okay, let's see. And of course, now I'm knocking the camera because I'm left-handed and the camera's on my right side. So sorry about that. So, group 3. Your animal companions coming on through. Something for you. I don't know why I was rhyming. Your animals are so playful. I'm going to start down here with this winter is coming. It's the season we're in. So they're kind of acknowledging the season, but also winter is coming is a period of silence, a pretty long duration, long period of silence. So maybe this group are all connected by the length of time since your pet's passing. Therefore, if you're likely not an individual whose pet passed away, unfortunately, this week or last week, and or this is like an elderly pet. So if they did pass recently, they would have been a senior companion here. So they were sitting on the border here. So I don't feel it's the message. I do feel they're just trying to grab the dual color of the tiles. So the deep red is a deep love for you, a deep passion for you. And then they have this deep purple with this, which is a deep bond, a deep connection. So again, sort of the longevity of time that they lived with you, the depth of your bond, the depth of the love that they have with you. And also the deep purple is letting me know that you are still intuitively connected. So you likely feel their presence around you in your home when you're out and about, like ghost kisses or a ghost rub. Maybe you think you feel the tail kind of brush your cheek, or their body kind of nudge you like they would have when they were around. Maybe you feel their subtle touch or weight on your body, and or you may hear them, or maybe they wore a bell, so you'll kind of hear the chime. So that's sort of the depth of connection the two of you still have. Okay, so we have embrace the energy of peace, right? That's why they're coming around you. It's, the broken arrow just alludes to, again, your heart breaking. This is such a strong bond companion that you had and then lost. So, but they're embracing, right, the energy of peace. They're at peace, and they want you to be at peace. That's kind of the bullseye here, right? That's the effort. We're here still together. I don't know why I'm saying the bullseye. X marks the spot. I don't know if some of you still have like their ashes. Sometimes we can put ashes in a piece of jewelry that you wear, or maybe you have your pet's ashes in like a stone. I myself have their paw prints, sort of the cast of their paw prints. I feel like, and those look like little rocks. I feel like there's some kind of like stone or amulet or something that you have with them. sort of this bullseye that they keep drawing me into, their acknowledgement that you've got this. And that's probably why you're still so deeply connected here on the intuitive level. Their energy of peace is still around you. Okay. I'm going to come over here to the goldfish. It's sitting on the tile, some closure or context for you. And this is this is one of my charms that is about being brave, kind of swimming against the norm. And this is the charm that did the backflip out of my fingers, right? It didn't drop like the charms usually did. It did a backflip, a completely different, unique way of kind of coming out. So there's acknowledgement here of like your unique perspective, your unique approach, your ability to kind of go after things in a different way that they kind of saw with you. Maybe if you took them for a walk, it wasn't the same route every time. Like they noticed that you changed things up. Routine isn't or wasn't really your thing. There's sort of this sense of adventure, this courageousness that you have. Now, I don't know why this is sitting on closure or context for you. Maybe that answers in the card, but they're definitely letting you know, hey, don't forget that this is who you are. Maybe that's the context for you, right? This is you. This is who you are. Maybe you forgot who you are. This is the person that I saw. This is the pet parent that I know. This is the personality. So then you have a leaping hare, a back-flipping fish and a leaping hare. Beautiful lilacs here with that. So that's resting at peace, right? This is calming energy, the beautiful scent of it, the sort of medicinal properties. I guess that's where I'm going, is sort of the calmness, the rest that you can get. They're definitely calm and at rest. That's a message for you. So see your seeds grow in the spring. Spring's right around the corner. Leaping hare. We're leaping forward from the winter to spring. You're back flipping into the spring. So maybe that's the context for you as well, is like, be patient. Springtime is right around the corner. You can make it happen in the springtime because you have the ability, you have the courage, etc. So, be patient and wait for the right time, right place, right timing. And there seems to be this emphasis here on spring for you. You'll be ready, right? You'll have the courage and you'll be bouncing back to your original kind of personality here by springtime. So a few months away, if you're on the Canadian calendar with me, spring is March, April. I guess I'm coming here since I'm playing with the card. So this is with the transformative butterfly here. Beautiful softness as well. The butterfly is a symbol of your loved one coming down from heaven. In every reading, I have had a representative symbol for your pet. So sending down the beautiful butterfly here to gently be with you. Maybe you're an individual who does get the visits from the earth angel butterflies. They come to rest, they come to look around you, or they seem to appear. You're out and about doing something, and then you turn around and there's a butterfly. It was sitting on, this is your next defining moment, this beautiful transformation connected with a defining moment. Really strong message here coming off of spring, the courage leaping forward into spring. And you have a transformation that's going to happen. You're going to have this, they keep saying soft and ease. So it's going to be something that you kind of seamlessly slip into, or because of this evolution that you're going through, it's just going to feel easy and right and familiar and comfortable. It has that kind of degree of like I said, softness and ease. The wise one, yeah, growing within your current situation. So yeah, maybe an upcoming, promotion or a milestone in your kind of life that you're going to accomplish. A shift or a change. This could be moving in together. This could be graduating. This could be launching or completing a project. They're drawing me into the two feathers here in the hair. I don't know if your pets had the ability to or like to like go in your clothing or actually go in your hair, but I feel like they're on my body. I used to a girlfriend of mine used to have a couple snakes, and they would, make their way up her wrist and into her sleeve and kind of curl up in the warmth. I have an aunt whose birds would always kind of go in the front of her hoodie or her shirt and kind of sit in there. But I feel like your pet here is like all up in you. They're up in your space. Like I said, the tails here are peeking out from her hair. So they're hiding and nestling in right into your clothing, right into your body here that you offer them. I like that they are pairing this wise one message. Your the strength and ability that you have at navigating kind of what life throws at you. Maybe that's why you have such a beautiful transformation here. You're also the crone, right? You're the oracle. So you're at this high level as well. So you're about to go to such a high level. You're really going to step up in life here, in status, in a milestone, in career, in a relationship. It's really going to go up to the next level here. And they're riding this success here with you. Like I said, they're all over your body here. They're in your clothes, in your hair, between your legs, maybe even. That's where my dog likes to go. I can't he's always in behind my knee. Okay. So guidance I can offer to help lead you to more peace. And this is blue, so this is like emotional or your mindset, maybe even at a spiritual level. And they're pairing it with this beautiful rocking horse unicorn. And what I like about the rocking horse unicorn pairing is the rocking horse, as you rock, it does slowly make its way forward. And you have this gentle, loving pink energy. So there's this softness, which is like, go at your own speed, right? You're a rocking horse. You don't have to be a horse without the base here where you're like galloping or leaping, but you can just go at your own pace, this soft, loving energy. There's magic to it. That's the unicorn, right? If you do it at your own pace, that's sort of the guidance for you, which is there's no right pace for anything, whether it's grief regarding the loss of your pet, whether it's this leap forward, right? Again, the patience for spring, you know, achieving this milestone. Doesn't matter what your age is, because you're pulling me back to the crone. There's this beautiful pace that you've been living your life at, and it's right. That's what they're saying. The guidance I can offer you right now to offer you more peace is that you're doing things at the right pace for you. This is your magic. And they're giving you the eagle, seeing from the higher perspective, right? They can see, obviously, from their higher perspective. But again, you're wise. You're able to tune in not only into your intuition, but your power of observation, your ability to know when it's the right time to grab an opportunity or to set things up or to frame things, or right, to fly in and grab it. So lean into that energy right now. They're encouraging you. Right now is a good time, sort of this Jan, Feb, early March. This is a good time for you to just kind of pull back, look at everything. Make sure you're seeing that 360. Again, go at your pace. That's your magic. That's the beauty about you. Okay, so let's get into your final card here. we had a pairing. Oh, beautiful medicine guardian. I usually read this as Archangel Raphael, or a member of his Archangel kind of legion, healing legion. So be open and healing information. So a little poke at you that maybe something's going on. Maybe you're not listening to your body right now. Maybe you're not taking something a little bit more, it should be taken a little bit more serious. There might be a symptom or a feeling you're having. It doesn't have to be physical, it can be mental, emotional, spiritual as well. But there's, this encouragement to get some support, some information, some advice, some guidance here on earth. So to support you healing, this could be like a counselor, right? A grief counselor. But their final message is about this tower moment that's kind of incoming with the lightning bolts here. So a beautiful change up, something that's going to sort of push you out or push you forward into something that is meant for you, onto a path, right? It's going to help you make a decision. The universe might come in and kind of make the decision for you in order to push you forward and propel you down this leg of your soul journey, your soul path. And maybe that's why you're kind of sitting and not really asking for the help yet. Maybe you're trying to make this decision on your own, and they're saying no. If you don't seek help, we're gonna, make sure you cross paths with the right person, or like I said, universe will use its energy to bring what needs to be brought in order to help you make the right decision here. So, some nice messages here from your pets, some encouragement about your unique characteristic traits, but just this nice, loving, deep bond. I mean, they didn't really spend too much talking about themselves, but I think that's because you already see and feel them all around you, right? Like I was saying, they're sort of a phantom companion with you that you love having around. So feel free to just talk to them, pet the air, wherever it is, because they're there for you. Okay. Just taking a note of sort of the main themes here. I am going to change up now to group 4. So hopefully you received the messages, and I'll see you in our next time we check in with your pets. But I am going to change up here. We move through our 5 cards this time. Again, I'm still kind of shocked at that. Okay. Moving on through. We're trucking along, as my mom tends to say. We're trucking along here. Okay, so group number 4, we're going to get your charms to frame the messages from your pets. We'll get the cards to pair with those, and then established in all the readings prior, this is your last card actually. We're not going to look at that first. We're going to see what you were drawn to as the final kind of message for you. And we'll just go around, connect in with your pet's energies, personalities, characteristic traits maybe, and we'll see what they want to connect with you on. Your pets are kind of throwing the charms here ahead, or tossing them to the side. So I don't know if that was kind of your pet's demeanor. If they had a toy, they were more of the pet that would like shake them or throw them. Maybe they would push your partner aside, right? Like you were their person, so everybody else would get shoved. Or maybe they try to take over the bed or the seating by shoving you, kind of pushing you out of the way. My aunt and uncle used to have this beautiful black lab. And whenever it ran into the house, it was such a solid, strong dog. It would like slam you kind of into the wall, but it was just to like say hi and hug, and it was playful, but it was like a characteristic trait that we all kind of shared and knew about and loved, was to kind of get slammed and pushed and shoved by the dog, just from its natural sort of body build, paired with its puppy-like adrenaline. Okay, they're making me join these two. All right, so let's get the cards. And then we'll dive into your messages. I don't know why I was counting there. I was like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I don't know if that was something you did a lot with your pet, like 1, 2, 3, go. There's some kind of countdown you would have with them. But yeah, they were making me count there. I'm just tuning to see which cards we're going to start with. The fairy is sitting here on you did your best. And she holds out a little heart. A little fairy, this little playful fairy coming in, holding out the heart to you. You did your best. The first way for me to express this message to you is the amount of loving and care you showed them, you provided them. So again, you know, as pet parents, we do all that we can. The other way with this fairy is some indecisiveness. So I don't know if near the end of their life or throughout your life together you had tough choices and they kind of lived through those experiences with you. One example would be like moving a lot, you know, and you had to move a lot and they kind of lived through those moves with you. Maybe you changed your career a lot or went through different relationships and breakups and they lived through that with you. So they're just letting you know, like in all those experiences and all those sort of moments that were a little tougher that you had to navigate, you did your best, and sort of I loved being there with you. Yeah, heart guardian, of course. You know, love and let yourself be loved, right? You did your best. Mm. I love the amount of love that they're wrapping you in, because it's not just her robe and her headdress, but this huge, 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 beautiful rose that she's kind of leaning into, right? The softness of the petals, the beauty of the scent, and sort of reigniting her heart, right? She's touching her heart like a power on button and getting the flames reignited here. So, you know, they're trying to definitely warm all of you up with this beautiful, you did your best. If you can, this is also like a let go message in terms of any kind of guilt, any kind of shame or disappointment you might be feeling in yourself. Like, don't be ashamed. Don't be sitting in that space. Don't be envious of others, because you're wonderful as you are. You're absolutely amazing in terms of where you're at now, based on where you have been and what you had to go through. That's really what this message is. So, you know, I've seen it, I lived it with you, and I love you. Love yourself as well. You're amazing. We can only ever do our best, right? So we're going to come over to this choice. There's an opportunity that's coming up that you're going to need to make the choice to, run with it, go with it, accept it, be willing to even see it sometimes, right? Sometimes we miss it in terms of we're just kind of closed off at the moment to everything. So we'll miss an opportunity and it'll come back around. But it says what matters most to you. So there's going to be an opportunity for your needs to be put first and your needs to be met. And it's a golden opportunity because it's my golden choice here, the golden flower. So this feels like a win-win situation in terms of If you decide not to go with it this time, that's okay. It's still going to come around. But if you decide to go with it, it's that level of positive impact for you. It's going to be like a win-win kind of scenario because, again, your needs are being met. You're going to receive some high degree of satisfaction in whatever space area of your life this connects with. It could be career, wealth, relationships, lifestyle, anything, a hobby, an interest. Oh, wait for important information, right? The oracle, what your pet is seeing here for you. Wait for this opportunity to come in. Now it's interesting because I was talking about keeping your eyes open and her eyes are closed. So I feel like they're trying to say like your heart's going to pull you. The red scarf here, headdress that she's wearing. You don't need to see the signs because your heart's going to feel it. So this is like a love at first sight moment. This is immediate, a smile starts to appear on your face. If you leave an interview, you're like, oh, that just felt right. There's an inner feeling here, but this feels like it's in the heart center that you're going to feel the pull, but it's upcoming because it's an oracle. So in the future. So what matters most to you is coming up. Oh, actually, it is intuitive. I missed that the tile here is purple. So you're going to feel the pull. It's going to be a natural pull, and trust your intuition, trust your gut with this decision. There's some good favor here, golden flower. So a good favor on the decision you're going to be presented with, right? She's holding the bowl out to you. She's presenting you with the opportunity. So paired together here, something about the family. We're talking about the family unit. We have this beautiful golden ring of commitment. And then we also have this light that I always read as like a grandfather clock, sort of the pendulum swinging here. So there's some kind of divine timing that your pet here, your companion, is alluding to in terms of an upcoming commitment. So this can be a contract. This can be, an application coming through for you. This could be a physical commitment with another person. But there's like divine timing here that they're shining on regarding family. So like right place, right time, right moment for you because of the impact I feel to the family. So I don't know if your companion here from the other side is influencing this. I feel like they're kind of smiling at me, like chuckling a little bit, like I'm helping to set this up, because this is my family. So I'm going to make sure everything's aligned, right? Everything's going to be right. Everything's going to be perfect for this upcoming commitment. It's going to be your dream job. It's going to be your dream home. It's going to be the approval you've been waiting to receive. That's going to have XYZ output for you or dividends for you. Okay. Water and earth, very complementary elements. If this is a relationship, this is you and your partner or you and your future partner. These could be the signs, the zodiac signs that you fall under, or your signs are just complementary, like earth and water. I also always kind of refer to Mother Earth and Father Sky, and Father Sky is both the moon and the oceans. So again, this kind of pairing, this kind of companionship that's happening that is like energies coming together that support each other, that complement in different areas, which means you're both unique in your own ways, but at the same time, you kind of seamlessly fit together here. They're really pulling me into the wings. So this could be your next pet companion that's going to be coming around you. And you're literally going to be like that. You're going to be such a good fit for one another. Sort of this new commitment that's coming up. This could be a business partner. This could be the new boss. This could be the new company. This could be the new neighborhood you move into. This could be that yes to that application. So, your travel is approved. So you're going to a destination that just feels connected to you, right? You just fit in with that destination. You fit in with that company. You fit in with that group of people. You're about to step into something, an environment, or some kind of social group, or a relationship that is just going to be so well suited for you. Perfect timing too. It's the right time in your life for this to happen. 2026, right? Right time for this to happen. The clock. Okay, so let's see what your message is from the card you were drawn to, number 4. We have the Princess of Wands, kind of twirling here around her wand, I'm just trying to see what the message is from the pose, because they're trying to draw me down to this pose, her foot up on her leg. I feel like she's about to be like what are they called? When you lead the parade, or you lead the band, and you have the wand, you have the scepter. Oh, I feel like there's a special name for them. Oh, well, I'll just say like you're leading. You're leading here. It's like you're stepping into this. You're leading the sort of the energies here forward. You're leading. What are they showing me here? You're leading. I don't know if you have like a pet project here, where you're kind of ushering this forward. You're kind of leading the charge. Maybe you're part of an act what's the word? An activist group, or a like a charitable organization. I feel like there's something that's like this pet project of yours. You're kind of leading the charge, or if you're volunteering or something, you really kind of stand out in the crowd. People like to follow your energy, because again, I keep seeing this parade, this band, so there's music behind it. There's this beautiful harmony, and maybe that's what it is with this project. Maybe that's why you stand out. Maybe that's why you're kind of really being seen and being followed in this area, because it's just so connected to an internal passion of yours. It's just a part of you, right? It's just a part of your personality to be charitable, or philanthropic, or entrepreneurial. You're kind of being seen here as someone to look up to, even. Maybe you're going to work with youth, or it could be other pets. Like I said, maybe you volunteer at like a shelter, or some kind of play school or training camp for animals. But I feel like you're kind of showing by doing, and in doing so, you're kind of leading here. And your pet really loves this. They love that you're leaning into this really personal personality trait, characteristic trait that they got to see that you had. And now they're so glad that others are finally seeing it. They finally see this side of you. That's really cool. I wonder what you guys are all doing. Now I'm interested in what your project is, what you guys are leading here. That's wonderful. I like that message for you guys. So some beautiful messages from your pets with regards to, just showering and giving you so much love, but wanting you to love yourself as much as they love you. And then a sneak peek at this wonderful experience and sort of partnership or union you're about to have, stepping into a new environment or social group or commitment. And then this upcoming choice that, they're encouraging you to like listen to your heart. So no wonder they want you to reignite your heart now so that you can feel that pull, right? Really tune into your heart here while you kind of follow this passion, while you kind of bring this, allow this side of you to kind of be seen. All right, so I hope I see you all at the next time we connect in with your pets, but now I'm going to jump into our final group here, group number 5, and get their messages from their pets. Okay. Sorry, I just went quiet because I wrote the note of group 4 here, sort of for the description. Okay. Group 5, welcome. We're going to tune into your cards, your pets. We're going to get charms here. That will be their messages. I'll pair them with cards, and then we'll dive in. We are visiting the card that you chose last. This is the final message to you. It has been in all the groups, so it will be for you as well. Saving the best for last in terms of the message. I mean the card, not the group of you. Okay, I'm just cleaning up those charms because I moved my hand from the bowl too quickly on your pets. Just going to tune in through their energies, into your animal companions, what they want to share with you today, what they want to talk about. As we connect in, I will likely do these more than just twice a year. I do like connecting with all your pets, so I'll try to connect in more often so you guys can carry on your relationships, regardless if they're here physically or not, still connected, bonded for life, literally. Good. They essentially said we're done. I heard that in my head, so nope, they want these two paired together. I want this one down here and there. Okay. So we'll get your cards and then we'll dive into your reading here. We'll get your messages from your pets. Okay, so we have a couple connected charms. Looks like they're pairing these two, pairing these two. It's not due to space. I would have just moved the cards out and backed the camera up, but they connected the cards. So we'll connect the messages and the charms as well. All right, so where are we gonna start here? Okay, I think I'm over here on this left side. We're going to pair the charms because they paired the cards, so we have some closure or some context for you, which will bring about some healing. We've got a nice healing message coming in for you. So maybe you had a why that's connected to the crossing of your pet, or you have a current why that they're going to do their best to help answer for you, right? They hear you, they're listening. So of course they're going to be one of your angels that come in to answer that. And then down here with the whale tail of intuition and insight, this is also your soul coming in. So for you guys, your soul and your pet are coming in together. So a profound message here. So if you have two energies, they definitely want to make sure you get this healing that you need. But it says start before you feel ready. Growth happens in motion, right? Sometimes we can get paralyzed by grief. We can get paralyzed by fears, anxieties. We can be overly cautious, and that paralyzes us. We can make up excuses, not the right time or this or that. So a strong message here of heal as you go, right? Take the leap and grow your wings on the way down, like the proverb. A little bit forward momentum is not a bad thing. So let's see what the cards are here. Oh, your guardian angel. Yeah. You are not alone. Of course you're not alone, right? Both your soul, your guardian angels, your loved one, a feather from heaven, right? Your pet coming down to gently, touch your cheek, touch your face, the back of your hand with the gentlest of the feather. And the night here is all about courage, bravery, being authentic, being vulnerable. They know the state that you're in, the space that you're in, right? It's not easy being there, but look at them at rest, at peace with that beautiful white hope. We got hope and peace, optimism and peace and hope. We got a little love coming in to kind of kiss your cheek here. But look at them calling you this brave knight, right? They know what you're about to face, right? He's taking a moment of solace, a moment of inner conversation before he strikes out on his path, before he moves forward. So they are acknowledging it's okay that you're taking a moment, but don't rest too long, right? Don't turn this into his tomb, right? You don't want this to become where he stays. They do want him to open his eyes and venture out and go after that sort of exploration that's before him. So the guardian angel, you're not alone. When you do open your eyes and take that step forward, you're moving forward with peace, encouragement, loving encouragement, and this beautiful optimism and companionship, right? I'm with you. You're going to get through this one step, right? Take the baby step and move forward. The whale tail, kind of splashing in the water like a rudder, right? Giving you some momentum. Maybe your pet companion, your animal companion pulled also. Like maybe they were someone that would pull at your hand. Maybe they pulled on the leash. Maybe they were smaller, so they would pull on your finger. I feel like they would do that. They would kind of nudge you. Maybe they're like my dog. They come up behind you and kind of hit your leg, and your knees kind of buckle. You kind of have to take that step forward. But like the whale here, the tail, I feel like they're pulling. Even the feather is showing forward momentum here. I'm going to come here. We'll just read across for this group. So we have, you will make it through this. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful intuitive message here for you. The charms here are interesting pairing because the hairbrushes here, sometimes I read them as microphones. This is all about being seen, getting your self-confidence, your self-esteem back, belief in self back, kind of getting out there. And now the bunch of grapes, this is good favor as it connects to some kind of social gathering or social group. So this could just be you kind of reconnecting with family and friends after a period of quietness or grief or whatever you went through. Maybe it was a health issue and you're kind of coming back out now after your period of recovery. This could be you getting back to dating. This could just be you getting back to socialization after a colder winter season. But you're being seen, right? Again, your self-esteem and your confidence up. So maybe you're speaking up at work. Maybe you're speaking up in a relationship. But there's bounty here. There's abundance waiting for you. This bushel of grapes turns into wine, turns into wealth, turns into whatever you make it. So this connection has very good favor. So this, you will make through this message has a beautiful outcome at the end. This kind of return to self, feeling like self again, kind of the end of the rainbow waiting for you. Oh, you're getting the Lord take charge with authority. Yeah, look at him standing confidently, walking forward with his scepter. He's wearing his healing, his well-being green and abundance and wealth. And then the brown is all about stability, foundation, being grounded, knowing yourself. So again, this self-belief, this is who I am. I'm ready to kind of step out and show the world to embrace this. You know, maybe you've been a little tentative in going after like a career pursuit or an academic pursuit. Maybe you've been a little tentative about checking something off your bucket list, but then they're saying, no, embrace it. Your loved one, your pet, your loved companion is saying, get out there. You know, I know that you would want to do this, so go ahead and do it. You're going to enjoy, right? The grapes, the festivities, the good times waiting ahead for you. Step out, be seen, step into the role. I don't know if you can hear that as my dog gets up and starts walking around, right? He's got up and stepped out. Okay, definitely needs his toenails cut. I can hear him tippy-tapping. Again, another, you're going to be okay. You're going to get through this. You're going to be okay. So you definitely need this heavy message. It looks like you have a bit of anxiety or worry about a decision made, because this is a seed that was planted that's already coming to fruition. So maybe you haven't heard any feedback yet, or heard or seen or felt any of these ripples yet from a decision. So you're kind of in a worried, anxious state. But they're saying you're going to be okay about this decision, this seed you planted, this action that you took, and then you heard nothing back. And then we're sitting on this beautiful pink. It says parenting choice. But for me, this feels just more of like a decision or an action you took that would have impact at home, in your home environment, not necessarily you becoming a parent. It could be you becoming a pet parent again. It could be you becoming a parent, but I just feel like the decision, and maybe that's why you're anxious and worried, is because it connects to your home base. Now we have this heart. This is a really nice heart because it's showing the growth of that flower on the side. You can see sort of the tree coming to life. The seed is growing. The seed has already grown, actually. And then you have this kind of yellow brick road-esque side, you know, good fortune, this path of prosperity is connecting into the roots of this seed. So whatever this choice you made that maybe you haven't heard back yet from, it's going to have positive impact on your home base, on your home environment. There's definitely good favor, good fortune, prosperity, abundance that's tied and coming back to you, reverberating back to you, the positive energy here. Okay. So we have the medicine guardian about the healing, and the hunter. Look at that. Track down your fears and your desires, right? Something you were worried about, something you were anxious about. You know, maybe there's this good fortune and gold kind of hue to it because it is a dream that you're waiting to come to fruition. It's a hope, right? It's a wish. It is a desire, right? Something that you were really expecting, or you were anticipating. You thought, you know, I took this action, so I should have seen it or felt it by now, but you will. It is happening. You just haven't seen, you know, your flower yet. The sunflower hasn't come up yet. The opportunity, the fruits of your labor. You may not see it or feel it yet, but it is in motion, and it's in positive motion for you. Sort of this hunter at the standstill, right? The hunter needs to be patient. And paired with the medicine guardian, all about being open to information, being open to kind of see and feel the signs as well. But again, we have all this green and gold. So wealth, prosperity, abundance, happiness, joy is all connected with this decision, and that's sort of the positive impact that's going to be happening here in your home. It's all good things, right? It's sort of the message here. So hopefully your pet is, you know, clearly trying to calm down your anxieties. You know, it's good for us to be aware and conscious about our decisions, but They definitely want you to kind of relax a little bit. Don't worry so much that you may have done the wrong thing or made the wrong choice, because you definitely made the right one. It's just all about the energies, making sure that you're receiving it at the right time and when you're ready. Right when you're ready, because right now you're kind of in this I want to say stuck mode, right? They want to get you to take that one step forward, embrace, be ready, and boom. Okay, now you're going to see it, right? Now you're going to see and feel that. Okay, so what was your card you were drawn to? Oh, the star. Yeah. Look at this big dream coming true, this huge impact. I love how it looks like snowflakes falling too, because we're in that winter season. The background, I am Canadian. I know you can see them all around the world, but the aurora borealis kind of in the sky, these beautiful colors shimmering, the greens and the purple hues with the blues, sort of adding some shimmer and delight on the winter season, right? It's really easy for us to get trapped in the January blues, but they're making the snowflakes sparkle. They're making the sky twinkle for you. I feel like you could look up in the sky actually and connect with your pet through, if a really bright star catches your eye. I feel like they're saying like that's me twinkling down for you. Or they loved winter. Winter was their season because they keep showing the snowflakes. So maybe they enjoyed winter play, or maybe you introduced them to snow for the first time, and they sort of had this wonder and delight, of, oh, what's this cool thing that's on my tongue that I'm jumping into, this fluffiness, what is it? So this beautiful joy they're bringing back. But it's with the star. The star is all about a dream, a big wish for me that's coming true, just the size of it. It is in 3D, this main snowflake star that we're kind of looking at. It's sort of in this 3D circular kind of gift box for you, almost like tied with a bow, tied with a ribbon. So kind of a gift from heaven that's falling down here upon you. I do not think it's this, to be honest. I feel like this is something separate. Very much that last message that I just said, which is like this little surprise, this little gift from heaven that's going to be falling down on you, this wish come true moment. So you're kind of getting two here, because this also was a dream come true that you've already put into action, but maybe this is a more recent wish or dream you threw out there, and your animal companion, your pet here, has jumped on it, and as an angel is carrying this one forward to you. But if it's falling during the winter season, Jan, Feb, March, is when this star is going to fall upon you, when you're going to have this beautiful moment, this beautiful gift from your loved one, from your pet. And I think you'll feel and you'll know that it was from them. The gift could be just a sign, a symbol. Maybe you'll find a toy and you're in a bad mood, and it completely does a 180 and recharges you and refuels you. That's sort of their gift to you. Or it can be something more grand and more tangible. But you'll know the gift. You'll recognize it from them. So I do thank you for joining me again for the pet readings. We'll connect in more often in 2026 instead of 2 times a year. I'll jump in and connect with your pets more often to get you these beautiful messages. But just little steps. Just when you have a little bit more positive energy, tap into that and move yourself out of sort of the stagnant, can't even say it, energy that you seem to be sitting in. They want you to be out there, be seen, letting yourself shine again. And don't worry about this decision. You made a good decision. There's good favor, good luck behind it. It's going to have positive impact on your home life, on your status. So, I hope you all enjoy your little surprise, your little wish coming true here from your loved ones. And I'll see you all in our next readings together.